Hello, my collective. Elsie here to drop a reading for you. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I am grateful for you. Thank you so much for all the love that you show these all signs reads. This particular one is going to be about what to expect from retrograde energy. Mercury retrograde is in on the 23rd, and we are very much into that shadow. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm speaking with someone else's tongue in my mouth. I can barely get the words out. So this one is going to be a communication one for me, so bear with me. Thank you so much for clicking here. What I do here is I just drop a read. I'm just going to drop a read and tell you what sort of energies you can expect through this Mercury retrograde. And, I'm just going to call out the signs and the symbols, and you're going to decide if this is your reading or not, based on the symbols that I call out for you. So put on your intuitive hat and read with me. If you've been here for a while, you probably already know what's up. You already know. You're reading tarot too. All right. Here we go. Sun, moon, rising. Who, right? Nobody, right? Well, it could be, no, it's for everybody. No matter what your sign is. We're not doing sun, moon, rising, nothing. Nope. It's for all of you. So here we go for the collective, please. Tell me what is coming up for the collective as it pertains to Mercury retrograde. We need to know about that. Tell me what to expect, or what the collective can expect through this Mercury retrograde, which begins on the 23rd of August. All right, here we go. If you're interested in a private read, my friends, please look in the description. I do have room available over on Wizio. All right. Tell me about the collective, what's coming up in retrograde season to expect from retrograde. All right. Let's see what we've got. We'll take this one first because it's face up. That one came up next. We'll take this one. We've got the Chariot in reverse. All right. Five of Pentacles, right? Feeling disconnected. Feeling disconnected from someone or something, or feeling like you're on the outside looking in. It feels like things are a little bit stagnant where you are. I'm going to say that you're not really moving, and when you're moving really slow. That the Chariot tells me that you're being very careful and you're moving very slow right now as it pertains to things in your life. I'm not saying you're lazy. I'm saying you're being very careful with decisions that you're making right now. Because it feels like with the Chariot in reverse, it tells me that you're feeling kind of stuck. You're feeling as though you can't move. Maybe for some of you, you don't have a vehicle. Maybe your car broke down. But I feel like you feel stuck in the space that you're in. And you do feel also disconnected from people right now. You feel disconnected from love or from emotion. Maybe you're hoping for a connection with somebody. But you're feeling sort of locked out of love. Yeah, who sings that? Locked out of paradise, I think. Isn't that Bruno Mars? Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. That's interesting. Something that's coming to the surface, or someone being honest, or some sort of truth being revealed. Tell me more about this retrograde energy, please. We have the King of Swords. King of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It feels like there is someone who wants to be very honest about their feelings. This is moving super slow and at some points has stopped in its tracks. It's made you feel like you're on the outside looking in, like this person cut you out. So you're feeling badly about it. You're feeling like you've been cut out. I feel like someone is going to reach out with some kind but honest words. I think somebody wants the truth. They want to give the truth. They want to say something or tell their side. And I feel like they want to talk about feelings, or they want to, I feel like sort of the Knight of Cups is also here to add a little bit of, how can I say, this person who is going to speak is someone is, sorry, I'm trying to feel it, hang on. Oh, it almost feels like a fatherly energy. For some of you, it can be. It almost feels like a little bit hard on you, but in a loving way. This person could be an authority. They could be someone who is higher up in the echelons of a corporate business, or this person is someone who's highly intelligent, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, someone who's cerebral, who uses their brain for their work probably, like maybe they're a lawyer or a judge, right? Somebody who's making decisions that are the best for everyone involved. So this person is kind of a big deal. I feel like all the kings are, but you know, this one runs a kingdom of honesty and truth. And I think that this person has no interest in hurting your feelings, but I do feel like they're interested in, it almost feels like being very firm with you or very honest in a loving way. And for some of you, it is a fatherly energy, but I feel like for others of you, it's almost someone who has great concern for you, who is an authority, and is kind of checking in with you to make sure that everything's okay. Like a really good friend checks in on a really good friend. Do you know what I mean? And then we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands. I think things are going really slowly here. So first of all, I want to say that there's no contact between you and somebody else. And I think it's the King of Swords. I feel like with the Five of Wands showing up that they're possibly the reason that it's going really slow is because the King of Swords is unaware right now if there is competition for you or not. If there is competition, the King wants to know about that competition. I feel as though that's what's making the King dragging their heels. I think that it feels like somebody is expecting someone to reach out or say something. And I feel like this King of Swords is dragging their heels about being very honest and loving. And I feel like someone's going to speak on their feelings or speak with their feelings. And it is someone who's been silent with you for a while. Like I say, a while, it could be a week, it could be days, I don't know, but it's been like off and on. The King doesn't know. The King's trying to formulate what to say to you and how to say it. Really being very careful because this person doesn't want to offend you, but they're used to being very extreme with their honesty because of the work that they do, I think. They might be someone who, what am I seeing? Hang on a sec. You might be someone who is I don't know what they call, what's the title? It's someone who is in charge of building a house. So they have to hire roofers and hire, like, what are they? Oh gosh, I can't remember what the word is. Maybe I'll think about it. It feels like you're a person who runs a team of people who also run teams of people. Like it seems like there's a lot of competition for your time. And this person knows that there's competition for their time as well. And so I think that they're trying to come in the most efficient way. Whew. I don't know why I couldn't get that out altogether. They're trying to come in the most efficient way and to find out if there is competition for you. But first they have to make the decision to do that. The King holds a sword and there's two here. It tells me that there's been some heartbreak or disappointment between you. And it feels like this keeps playing over and over in the head of the King. The King doesn't want to see the situation for what it is. The King feels that maybe maybe if I just keep this blindfold on, maybe I won't have to make this decision. Because I think that the king's dragging their heels because they don't really want to face it, but they know that they have to. So there is a decision being made by the king. Okay, because I know that if I see it, then I've got to believe it. You can't unsee it. And what you can't unsee is the fool. Yeah. So if I make a decision to take the blindfold off, and I do make that decision, then I can't unsee it. I have to move forward. And I think what we're talking about here is that the king is really kind of going over in their head about, you know, what the situation is that's about to unfold, how it's going to unfold. I come walking in after not seeing this person for years and not talking to them for a while, and I'm going to tell them that I have feelings for them. I don't even know if they're dating someone or not. So I think that the king feels like he needs to make a decision about what he wants to do, because he knows that immediately thereafter follows conversation of, do we have a new start? I really think that the king has fallen in love, or has love feelings for someone, or romantic feelings for someone, and is trying to find out if that person is single. I think there's going to be a conversation, because it feels as though, I want to say with the Six of Wands now showing up in reverse, I want to say that there is no competition. No. I feel like if you are the King of Swords, if you are the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, I feel like there's been no competition for you. Now, you don't have to be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be someone who's highly intelligent, who demands truth, honesty, and justice, and transparency in all things, and you don't mind speaking your mind. You don't care who it hurts. But for this particular person, the one you've been disconnected from, I think that you're really trying to find ways to talk that are loving and kind, because you want this person to know that you're being honest, but in a loving way, that you don't want to hurt them. I feel as though there's a conversation that takes place here about, do we have a new beginning here? Because there is no other competition, I want to tell you. Someone wants to heal their inability to come out from behind the fear wall. I want to say that whoever is coming toward you is somebody who isn't used to speaking their mind, or being allowed to speak their mind, or maybe they've been ridiculed about speaking their mind, and so they became the King of Swords. Do you understand, right? And so because they couldn't, or they were always stifled or couldn't speak their mind, they become the thing that they want to correct in their life, which is being the King of Swords. So I feel that with the star here, that there is hope that this person could come out from behind the fear wall. I want to say that if you're wondering, if you are this person, you're wondering if the person that you're interested in has other people, the answer is no. I think this person is single, and that they're not entertaining any other offers. And so I think that if you're going to make that communication, it's probably something that should go fairly soon, because you just never know. The energies change all the time, right? You could get a reading every day, and the energies could be different every single day. And sometimes they're the same. All right, so why are we quiet with each other is what I want to know. Oh. We might be quiet with each other because the Emperor was married. Was married either to a soulmate, in a marriage that was quite happy. So I feel like you weren't speaking because I feel like the Emperor was married. So it could be an Aries, doesn't have to be. So what has changed then? Because if you're disconnected because you're in a you were in a relationship. It's not marriage necessarily. The Four of Wands is you were engaged in some sort of stability with someone where you were having fun with them, and it feels like it was sort of heading to a relationship that maybe was headed toward, partway to marriage. But I feel like the Emperor was quiet with you because they were in a relationship. Yeah. With someone that they feel is their soulmate. Just dropped a bunch of cards. Give me a sec. All right. So we have the Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Yeah, I think that's why they're coming forward, because they know that you're single. That's the ship that's coming in here. Somebody is over the retrograde. Now, you know what? This is no big revelation. People come back around retrograde. But I want to say that what feels different about this is that somebody is coming in to finally speak about their feelings, and they're still in a relationship, understand? I feel like the Emperor is in a relationship with a soulmate. But this Emperor, I feel must have the truth from you. They need closure. I feel like this person is coming in, and you already know it because the High Priestess has shown up. I feel like you already know that this person's coming in to speak with you. The Three of Wands tells me that that's the ships that are coming in. I think that this person comes in to talk to you for closure, and it ends up being a conversation of, do we have a beginning here or do we not? And I think that this person is in a relationship. I don't think they're married. I think it's committed. I think that it's monogamous. But I don't think there's any commitment. There's no I love yous yet. There's no, do you know what I mean? There's no ring. It's not that kind of a relationship yet. But this person, even though they're in a relationship, they're coming to you because they need closure. And I think they think they're coming to you for closure, but I don't think that's what it is. Because the hope is here that this person's going to come out from behind the fear wall. And they're going to know right away that you're not seeing anybody else. And then it's going to end up here. This person's going to make a decision on the spur of the moment, right when they're sitting in front of you, as to whether they're going to talk to you about this. And whatever answers you give them are going to be telling them whether they're letting that relationship go. Look at that on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So the king is coming in to kind of play hardball. I'm just saying. Ooh, it feels really like, holy crap. The king's not playing around. No. And this person doesn't have to be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius only. It could be other energies as well. But I feel like we're looking at Emperor energy. That's what it feels like. So that's all the kings, right? So I feel like this person doesn't realize until they see you that you've had this incredible glow up, confidence, psychic, on point. I'm going to tell you all the things I know about you and you don't need to tell me a thing. I think that this person thinks that they're coming in to tell you, I need closure, and it ends up moving here. I know you're my soulmate, and now I got to go tell this person that it's over. Yep. They leave, whether they show that to you or not on the surface, because the King of Cups is Scorpio, may not show it to you on the surface, but whether they show it to you on the surface or not, this is where they stand. They're not budging. They know that you're the soulmate. Yeah. And the Magician is here. They come in with all the tools. They come in with all the aces ready for it. There's a very stable love coming here. I really think that this person plays themselves. I'm going to say, I think they play themselves. I think they come in thinking that they're all cool and, that they're all, authority emperored up, Yeah. And I think that your love takes it to their knees and they just buckle and they're like, I can't do this. Now I got to tell this person it's over. All right. All right. So somebody's going to come for some of you and they're already in a relationship and it's new and they are coming to you to close the door so they can carry on with their relationship. Because it's kind of getting serious for them. But guess what? One look at you, it's just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Yep, that's what it is. That's what I'm hearing in my head. It's this poor knight here. Yeah. So I feel like this king, this king changes their tune pretty immediately. Okay, give me some information. I'm going to stop talking about that. It feels very giddy. Like that's why I'm giggling. It's silly. Okay, here we go. Tell me about this. Who are we talking about? Give me some details. Could be a water sign in the next 6 months. Dark eyes. So water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I feel like for some of you, this is something that you might that might end up finding you early in the new year, like January. You might speak with them over Christmas and then things begin in January. For others of you, you'll probably meet them before that, but things don't really start to get serious until next year. You're a water sign with dark eyes. Could be you, could be them. Wow. Tell you what, I'm telling you that everything that's going on astrologically, I'm not an astrologer. Don't ever depend on my astrology. Don't ever depend on it. But I'm telling you that NASA tells me everything I need to know, and I couple that with what I already know intuitively. And it's a wacky time, y'all. Some of you are coming into union with your twin flame. And for some of you, you aren't. You see, now is not the time. For some of you, it is the next 6 months. For some of you, now is not the time with this past life connection with the dark eyes. Look, I hate being that general, but it is a general reading. Yeah, the truth of it is, right? We've got a psychic connection, of course, because this past life connection. And your connection could be with somebody who's an older feminine who has been very closed off to you, but you've not been able to cut the cord with them. And that's because it's a twin energy. And twin, y'all, I always say to you, twin flame does not mean that you're going to end up in this life with them. It just means that you are supposed to work together on getting each other to the place that you need to be in this life. And that doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. I'm sorry, it's the way it is, though. It's so very, 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 very rare. I don't know how many varies I can say, that you would have a twin flame that you would be romantically connected to. Yeah. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to have to wait the 6 months, because I feel like for now, somebody is going to be closed off. It could be the older feminine. You could be the older feminine. Maybe they are. But I feel like you have a past connection with this person. The older feminine could have dark eyes. Doesn't have to be. One more. I'm being told one more. Use your intuition. Okay, that would be a reason for one more. Absolutely. Use your intuition. Make sure you're using your gut. You know, for some of you, this is past life connection. And, you know, I think that some people end up looking at twin flame. They think it's like they can order one off Amazon. They think it's like they can just decide it's a twin flame. And there are very many things that are so very different from this relationship than any other relationship you'll ever have. You would know for sure. If you've done your work, you'll know for sure. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for coming and watching. I do appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for loving me, because I love you. Bye-bye.